Hey everyone, since we don't have classes today and also we have a long weekend, I'll be having this video lesson. This is just a continuation of our lesson 3 about relationship marketing. I'll be starting here in slide page 13 or slide 13. In here, we'll be talking about the pros and the cons of relationship marketing. So in relationship marketing, there will be a positive and a negative side. The pros is number one, returning customers purchase more than first time customer. But then it will also takes time. Returning customers, it means na bumabalik po ang customers sa inyo. Paulit-ulit na bumibili, paulit-ulit or nagiging suki niyo na siya. Unlike sa mga first-time customers na hindi ka sure o wala kang assurance na babalik sa'yo. And then the cons, it takes time. Before you keep them, you also takes time to build their trust because magiging suki mo sila kapag nagtitiwala na sila sa'yo, paulit-ulit mo silang binibigyan ng quality products. And also, in number 2, free word of mouth marketing and negative feedback. In free word mouth of marketing, it means nakatulong mo na sila sa pag-market ng business mo. Paano po yun? In terms of word of mouth, referral. Okay? But the cons there is a negative feedback. If some of your loyal customer also have a negative feedback or negative comment towards your product, it will also be a factor. Because in word of mouth, the referral, it can be positive and some of it can be negative. But in pros, if you build the relationship better to your customer, you will make sure that you will have a positive feedback. And number 3, personal connections and new customers are no longer a priority. In relationship, you are building connections towards who? The buyer and seller. It means you are having personal connections with your customers. However, new customers are no longer a priority. Ma'am, ang customers po or new customers, customer din po sila. Bakit po hindi sila priority? Gaya po ng mga nasa recitation ko before sa mga sections na na-discuss ko na to, yung new customers po, pinagbibilhan pa rin nila. However, they are focusing more sa loyal customers. Bakit? They have assurance na babalikan sila. Unlike sa new customers, if meron silang hindi nagustuhan, there will be a possibility na humanap sila ng iba or pumunta sila sa competitor. Okay? Those are the differences of the pros and the cons of relationship marketing. Let us move on. Ayan, next na. Okay. Let's move on to benefits of relationship marketing. Number 1, understanding customer characteristics. As a seller, you should know your customer more. You should know their characteristics. It is because in your customers, they have different characteristics na dapat ma-meet mo. Dapat malaman mo para alam mo kung ano yung gusto nila. And also for you to get valuable feedbacks from them. Number 2, delivery and meeting expectations. You should know what they want, to reduce the trial and error methods. Dapat alam mo na yung gusto nila, yung pangangailangan nila, yung expectations nila, para maiwasan na natin yung trial and error. Okay? Repeat business. In here, you should maintain good attitude to your buyers so they will not switch sellers. It means, mag-stay sila sa'yo. Basta pakitaan mo lang sila ng magandang attitude. Number 4, prevents negative transition. Trust and loyalty para ma-prevent ng mga customers mo na magpunta sa mga competitor mo. Okay? So, dapat you should build their trust and loyalty. Number 5, word of mouth marketing. In here, paulit-ulit hanggang lesson 1 and lesson 2, the word of mouth marketing, this is the referral. Okay? Benefit ito. Bakit? Katulong mo na sila sa pag-market ng produkto mo. Number 6, increasing customer base. Customer base, it means the customer satisfaction. Pwede ka dito magbigay ng mga loyalty cards. And in here, makikita nila kung gaano sila ka-loyal sa'yo. Kung makikita ninyo yung mga milk tea shop na nagbibigay ng isang card and then kada bili mo may tatak. Minsan, kapag ka nakalima ka na, bibigyan ka nila ng free fruit tea, di ba? So, it means, nag-i-stay sa inyo si customer. Kasi nasa-satisfy sila sa mga ino-offer mo sa kanila. Next, reduced marketing cost. If you have loyal customers, it will lessen your marketing cost because mas maglalago ka. You will have a more value creation because may assurance ka na there will be an increase in customer satisfaction or customer retention. Okay? Number 8, minimization of customer price sensitivity. In here, hindi na masyado magiging sensitive ang mga customer mo as about sa pricing mo. Bakit? Some of them will pay more than the price of the product if they are satisfied. Ano example nito? Yung mga tip na binibigay ng mga customers pagka nagugustuhan nila yung produkto or yung service ninyo. Number 9, identification with the company. Communication is the key, right? And in here, the more you keep in touch with your customers, they will identify that your company value them. Okay? Mas maganda yung na-identify yung company mo na may value sa mga customers mo. Hindi yung na-identify yung company mo na suplada kayo, na hindi kayo madaling kausap, or pangit yung serbisyo mo. Mas maganda pagka ina-identify yung company mo that meron kang care sa inyong mga customers. And number 10, the product market expansion. Sa business, may mga employees tayo. May mga crew. And employees must be ready to serve or deliver beyond the company's boundaries on customers' demand. Ibig pong sabihin, ang mga employees hindi lang dapat nakatuon sa kung ano lang kaya nilang gawin or kung ano lang yung kaya nilang i-offer. Dapat kaya din nilang i-expand yung kanilang kakayahan and also your company's boundaries. Ibig sabihin, your employees should give more. Okay? So, these are the benefits of relationship marketing. Next, we have levels of relationship marketing. Number 1, the basic. The company salesperson sells the product but does not follow up in any way. Ito yung ordinary natin ginagawa. Na pag bumili ka, wala nang follow up, wala nang tanong-tanong, binigay mo yung bayad, nakuha mo yung produkto. That is basic. Wala nang follow up. Nagkabentahan, tapos na. That's why it is basic. Number 2, reactive. The salesperson sells the product and encourages the customer to call whenever he or she has any questions or problems. Dito po, ina-encourage po ng ating salesperson o ating mga sales lady or sales man na after the customer bought the product, ina-encourage nila na tumawag if there will be problems sa product, sa service, or there will be a question. Okay? It means you encourage this one. Okay. You encourage the customer to call if there will be questions or problems. Okay? Tatandaan niyo sa basic, does not follow up. Next, the accountable. The salesperson phones the customer a short time after the sale to check whether the product is meeting the customer's expectations. They solicit for suggestions if any improvement is necessary. Okay. Yung salesman or sales lady or the salesperson phones the customer a short time, okay, after the sale, para ma-check nila if na-meet ba ng customers mo yung kanyang expectations, yung kanyang wants, and yung kanyang needs. That is accountable. Ano yung sinosolicit nila? They solicit suggestions. It means, gumagawa sila ng suggestions to have any improvement. Okay? So, tinatawagan nila yung mga customer after a short time, after nila mabili, para makakuha sila ng suggestions to get or to give more or kapag makakuha ka ng suggestions para makapagpa-improve ka ng product or ng service mo. Okay? Next, the proactive. It is the seller and other employees phone the customers from time to time with suggestions about improved product use or helpful new products. Pag po proactive, ito na po yung may seller na and employees na tinatawagan ka na time to time, maya't maya, para humingi ng suggestions mo if na-meet na ba yung expectations mo in here, na-improve na ba yung product? Or helpful na ba yung product na yun? Means, proactive, tatandaan nyo lang, time to time, with suggestions. And, you will build the partnership. Diba? Sa relationship, magsisimula ka muna sa basic. Sunod sa reactive, accountable, proactive. If you build relationship, you will have partnership. It means, it is continuously. Okay, with the customer and with other customers to discover ways to deliver better value. So it means yung company and the customers have partnership continuously na for them to discover ways to deliver better value. Again, from basic, hindi ka na-follow up, to reactive, in-encourage may customer mo tumawag sa'yo if there will be problems or questions. Accountable, after a short time, they will call you to solicit suggestions for any improvement. Proactive, time to time with suggestions about your improved product or helpful na ba po ito sa kanila. And partnership, this is the continuously. Okay? Means the company works continuously with their customers to deliver better value. So, those are the 5 levels of relationship marketing. Next, the customer value. This is the relationship between the benefits and the costs, including money, stress, and time to sacrifice that is necessary to get those benefits. Or simply stated in a mathematical equation, benefits minus cost equals customer value. Okay? Yung benefits, Ito po, tatanungin niyo muna yung sarili niyo, ito ba yung makakatulong sa akin? Ano ba ang maiaambag nito sa akin? Ano ba ang maitutulong nito sa akin? Pag po ba ito ay binili ko, ay ito ba yung may benepisyo sa akin? Ano ba ang magiging use nito sa akin? Ano yung cost? Ano yung ma-minus mo doon? Ano yung ilalas mo? Worth it ba yung price? Yung stress? Worth it ba yung money? Worth it ba yung time? Okay? So, benefits minus cost, yung matitira sa'yo, that is the customer value. Okay? So, benefits minus cost, ito yung mga benefit, kung ano makukuha mo, positive. Ito yung cost, ano yung mga magagastos mo, ano yung sa tingin mo ay uh, mawawala sa'yo. So, and then, this is the customer value. Yun yung matitira sa iyo. Also, customer value is not simply about the high quality. It is not also about pricing alone. Customers value products and services that are of quality they expect and that are sold at prices they are able and willing to pay. Again, sa customer value, hindi lang nila tinitingnan yung high quality ng product, hindi lang din nila tinitingnan yung presyo, but also the customers also value the products and the services. It means, yung products, okay ba? Na-meet by expectations nila, yung needs and wants nila, yung demands. Yung services, yun din po, kung na-meet by expectations. Nagustuhan ba ng mga customers yung services na binibigay mo? Yung quality ng produkto mo? Okay? And also, kung ito ba ay worth it sa kanilang babayaran. Okay? So, the customer values the products and the services that are given to them, and if they are worth it, the price they pay to you. Okay, that is customer value. Next, we have the four value points or components. Number one is service. This is the intangible value offered to customers. Again, the intangible, you cannot touch. The tangible, that is the one you touch. That is the goods, right? But service, ito yung intangible, hindi mo ito nahahawakan. Ito yung serbisyo na ibinibigay mo sa inyong mga customers. Okay? Next, the quality. The customer's perception of how well a company's product and services meet their expectations. Ano ba ang tinitingnan ng mga customers na quality sa kanilang produkto at sa kanilang mga serbisyo? Siyempre, una, high quality, matibay ba? Yung tela ba? Okay po ba? Example, bibili ka ng sapatos. Ano yung quality na titignan mo doon? Matibay. Kung maganda yung tahi. Ano ba? Kung yung kulay ba ay maganda, hindi ba ito nababakbak? Okay? Ano yung gusto mong serbisyo? Ano yung quality na gusto mo sa serbisyo? Siyempre, mabilis ang serbisyo nila. Diba? So, dito yun sa quality, customer's perception about the company's products and services. Next, the image, the customer's perception of the company or business they interact with. For example, the image. Pag palagi silang nag-good morning, palagi silang nag-good day sa'yo, palagi silang nag-thank you, ano ang image mo sa isang business, sa isang branch na yun? Na feeling mo binavalue ka nila. Feeling mo kapag ka sila doon ka pumupuntang shop, respetado ka, di ba? So that is the image. However, if you go to a business na wala lang silang paki sa'yo, madumi yung kanilang mga binibigay na produkto, like for example, may nakita kang buhok, ano nang image sa'yo? Negative na. Okay? Yung image ba na yun, dun lang sa food? No. Yung image na yun, dun sa kumpanya, dun sa pwesto, dun sa branch na pinuntahan mo. For example, yun nga pong nag-viral na tastes from the greens dito sa baliwag na nakakuha ng parang ipis dun po sa milk tea. Ano nang image ng tao sa taste from the greens dito sa baliwag? Na marumi yung kanilang produkto o kulang sila sa kalinisan. So that is the image. The impact of the company or the business. Yung price, ito, lagi kong kasama. Kasama to sa 4Ps. The price a company can command for its products and services and that its customers are able and willing to pay. Again, sa price, dapat po yung price ninyo ay affordable, worth it, and also willing to pay ng mga customers. It means, yung presyo na bibigay mo, yun kasing halaga din ng produkto o serbisyo na ibibigay mo. Okay? So, those are the 4 value points or components. Next, these are the 3 ways a company can establish customer value. Number 1, provide the consumer with the best cost. Number 2, provide consumer with the best product. And number 3, provide the consumer with the best service. Siyempre, sa best cost, that is the best price. Siyempre, tinitignan ng ating mga customers ang price, ang produkto, at ang serbisyo. Diba? May establish ng inyong company or ng inyong negosyo yung customer value. Kung magbibigay ka ng affordable prices na kaya nila, yung kasing halaga ng produkto na binibigay mo, kung also yung produkto mo, ito ba ay matibay? Ito ba ay madaling gamitin? Ito ba ay hindi madaling masira? Okay? And also, best service it means, mabilis ka bang magbigay ng serbisyo? Ito ba ay maagap ka ba sa kanilang mga suggestions? Or if there will be problem, kaya mo ba yun solusyonan agad? That is also count as best service. So in number 1, 2, and 3, these are the ways a company can establish customer value. Napakadali. Best cost, best product, and best service. Next. These are the importance of customer value. Number 1, designing and providing superior customer value are the keys to successful business strategy in the 21st century. We are now in the 21st century. And also, we are also finding and giving the superior customer value. Pagka napaprovide mo yung customer value, for sure, magiging successful ang business mo. Dahil ngayon, ang hinahanap na ng tao or ng customers, yung sa tingin nila, nabibigyan sila ng halaga. Sa tingin nila, ito ay helpful sa kanila. Next, value reigns supreme in today's marketplace and market space. So, syempre ngayon, gusto na nila, yung napapahalagaan sila. May tao ba na ayos na pinapahalagahan? Syempre, sa produkto din ganun. Syempre, as customer, ganun din. Ngayon, nasa marketplace tayo. Ngayon, nasa market space tayo. Ngayon, nasa 21st century tayo. Kahit naman before, customer value na. Sa tulad pa ngayon, go-compare natin ngayon, mas marami pang mga customers ang maraming nasasabi. Mas maraming customers ang maraming reklamo. Siyempre, as businessman, dapat mas pahalagahan natin ang value ng ating customers. Dapat handa tayo ngayong harapin sila. Lalo't ngayon na nasa 21st century tayo na maraming tao ang reklamador, maraming tao ang maraming mga nasasabi. And next, customers will not pay more than a product is worth and will reward excellence. Okay. Yung customers gusto nila yung mga presyo na affordable, yung abot kaya, at also gaya ng sinabi ko, yung worth it, yung worth the price or worth the product. It means, yung kasing halaga ng produkto mo. However, kapag nga, sabi ko nga po sa inyo, kapag po nagugustuhan nila. Automatic, minsan ang customer nagbibigay sila ng tip or ng payment more than the product's price if they are satisfied with your product or excellence or service. Okay? Number 4, a customer-centric culture provides focus and direction for the organization, ensuring that exceptional value will be offered to customers. Again, ito pong numbers 1 to 10, the importance of customer value. Paulit-ulit po natin pag-uusapan dito yung value ng customers. Also, a customer-centric culture, ito po yung mga strategies, ito po yung mga values, ito yung mga beliefs for us to keep the customer. And also, ito yung gitna, ito yung sentro ng ating organization. Sino ba ang gitna ng ating business? The customer. Kaya dapat sila yung laging pinapahalagahan. Kung makikita niyo, customer-centric culture. Sino ang sentro? Ang customer. Yun ang sentro natin. And also, yun yung dapat nating pahalagahan. Kasi, the more na sila ang pinapahalagahan mo, mas feel nila na may value sila, mas marami babalik sa'yo. Mas maraming magiging loyal sa'yo. That's why, if you put your customers as your center of your organization or business, for sure it will be successful. Number 5, designing and delivering superior customer value propels organizations to market leadership positions in today's highly competitive global markets, absolute advantage. Again, nasaan tayo ngayon? 21st century. Nasaan tayo ngayon? Nasa today's marketplace. Nasaan tayo ngayon? Nasa highly competitive global markets. Okay. Ngayon, nasa competitive global markets tayo. Mas maraming expectations sa atin. And also, as they are your customer, they are the superior. You want them to be satisfied with your product or with your service. It means in a highly competitive global markets, you're living with high expectations of your customers and also with your competitors na dapat mas malagpasan mo sila. Dapat kung si competitor mo itong ino-offer, dapat mas mahigitan mo yung ino-offer nila. Okay? And number 6, providing outstanding customer value has become a mandate for management. Siyempre, sino ba ang hindi magkaroon ng kagustuhan na magkaroon ng or mabigyan ng value ang ating customer, di ba? As a businessman, as you are in an organization or as you are in a management, syempre, gusto mong i-provide yung outstanding customer value. Pag binigay mo ito sa kanila, wala na silang masasabi o magkakaroon ng negative feedback. Pero gaya nga po na sinabi natin, marami po ang reklamador. Marami po ang maraming masasabi. Kaya dapat handa kang harapin yon. Dapat handa kang ibigay yung kagustuhan nila para maiwasan natin yung mga negative feedbacks. Okay? Next. Okay. In choice-filled arenas, the balance of power has shifted from companies to value-seeking customers. Okay. Ano na ang gusto ng companies ngayon? Ano ang gusto ng business natin ngayon? Ano ang business, ano ang gusto ng management natin ngayon? Ano ang gusto ng organization natin ngayon? Ang gusto natin, ma-value o mabigyan ng value ang ating customers. Okay? Sino ba ang binibigyan natin ng halaga sa business? Laging si customers. Bakit? Si customers, pwede may masabi sa iyo, the positive and the negative. Ang produkto mo, nandyan yan, product yun eh. Pero kapag may sinabi silang positive about your product, about your service, maybe you will retain, right? But if you have a negative feedback towards your product or services, what will happen? Maybe you will improve. Ba? So, sino may power sa atin ngayon? The customers. Number 8, managing customer value is even more critical to an organization in the new service and information-based economy. Akala nyo ba siguro madali lang na magkaroon or ma-keep yung value ng customers? No. Mahirap yun sa ating organization. Mahirap yun sa ating management or sa ating business. Kasi, may mga negative silang nasasabi. And also, iba-iba ang ating customers, di ba? Iba-iba sila ng characteristics. Iba-iba sila ng kagustuhan. Kaya hindi lahat ng tao kaya mong i-please. Kaya nga po sinasabi dito, critical yung pag-manage ng ating customer value. Okay? Number 9. Firms not providing adequate value to customers will struggle or disappear. Customer value is a key ingredient in building competitive advantage. Yung mga firms natin not providing adequate value to customers will struggle or disappear. It means kapag ang firms or yung business or yung company natin is not giving customer value, for sure, you will have a problem or maybe your business will disappear or malulugi. Bakit? Kaninsan ba nabubuhay ang ating negosyo? Kay customer. Kaya kapag nagkaroon tayo ng problema sa mga customers, ang nangyayari, nagkakaproblema tayo at posibleng mawala tayo sa industriya. Okay? Because, as you can see here, customer value is a key ingredient in building competitive advantage. Okay? Yung customer value, ito yung ating key ingredient para mas maging successful, para mas maging maging malago tayo. Kasi pag nakuha natin yung customers, pas nakuha natin yung trust nila, for sure, babalik at babalik sila. Mas lalago ang negosyo mo. Pero kapag nawala na yan, hindi mo nabigay yung customer value, paano mangyari? Baka problema ka. At pagka nawalan ka ng customers, mas malaki ang problema. Kasi pwedeng mawala yung business mo sa industry. Okay? Number 10. Today's customers are quite smart and sophisticated, and they're looking for companies that A. Create maximum value for them based on their needs and wants, and B. Demonstrate that they value their business. Sabi dito, ang mga customers daw ngayon ay mga matatalino na, smart na, sophisticada na. Ano ang sabi ko? Marami ang mga nasasabi ng ating mga customers ngayon. Matatalino na sila. Kaya ang gusto nga nila, yung nabibigay yung kanilang kagustuhan at ang kanilang pangangailangan. And also nakikita din nila na binibigyan mo rin ng kahalagahan sila. Kaya nga po ang ating mga customers ngayon, iba mapipili, iba marareklamo, pero dapat handa kang solusyonan yung mga ganong problema. Dapat matalino ka in terms of knowing the market's demands, in terms of knowing the market's needs and wants. Okay? So, those are the importance of customer value. Gaya nga po na sinabi ko, numbers 1 to 10, halos po ulit-ulit lang po yan. Kahit nga po ng lesson 1 hanggang lesson 3, kung makikita po ninyo pa ulit-ulit, halos iisa lang po ang nagiging flow ng ating discussion. Laging si customer, laging si product, laging si price, laging si place, laging si promotion. Kaya nga po, sabi ko sa inyo sa exam, you don't need to memorize everything as long as you understand what the lesson wants you to adopt. Okay, next, we will be discussing the ways in creating more customer value. Number one, understand what drives value for customers. Dapat as a seller, naiintindihan mo kung ano yung gusto ng customers, ano bang gusto nila. Yung serbisyo mo, kung ito ba nakakatulong sa kanila, kung yung produkto mo, high quality ba? Maganda ba yung quality? And also, yung effort mo as a seller. Yun yung tinitignan nila. Okay? Yun din yung paraan mo para mag-gain o mag-create ang customer value. Number two, understand value proposition. It means that you should identify the benefits of your products and services na i-deliver mo sa inyong mga customers. Okay po. Number three, identify the customers and segments where the company can create more value relative to competitors. Kaya nga po na sinasabi ko, in our industry, in our business, hindi mo maiiwasan na magkaroon ka ng kakompetensya. Diba? Kaya dapat, alamin mo kung paano ka mas makakalamang sa iyong mga competitors. Paano ka makapagbigay ng mga better customer value. Okay? Next, create a win-win price. In a win-win price, it means as a seller, you win. As a buyer, they also win. It means kumita ka. And in their case, yung pera nila worth it sa presyo na binigay mo. Okay? Both kayo. Win-win. Okay? Number five, focused investments on the most valuable customers. Saan ka mas mag-i-invest? Siyempre, dun sa mga customers mo. And also, yung mga loyal customers mo din. Diba? Mas maganda na yung nag-i-invest ka na alam mong panalo ka kaysa na mag-i-invest ka sa alam mong talo ka. Diba? So, dito, syempre, mag-i-invest ka sa mga valuable customers mo. So, those are the ways in creating more customer value. Next, customer relationship marketing. A marketing approach that focuses on creating an ongoing and long-term relationship with customers. It is geared toward building and nurturing strong consumer or customer connections and affiliations rather than pushing sales or purchases. Okay? Ang sinasabi dito, it is geared toward building and nurturing strong consumer or customer connections. Mas binibigyang diin o mas binibigyang pansin dito yung pagbuo mo ng connections, ng relationship sa iyong mga customers rather than sa mga sales mo. Bakit? Pag nagbuo ka ng connection sa iyong customers, ano nangyari? You have the assurance na yung sales mo tataas. Okay? That's why you should focus on creating an ongoing and long-term relationship with your customers. Next. Customer relationship marketing, all company needs to do is to take into considerations the little things that matter. Kapag maliit na bagay lang yan, dapat ba hindi pinapansin? No. As a businessman, as an entrepreneur, in your company, in your business, you should also listen and you should also take all the considerations. For example, there will be a small problem. Di mo ba ito sasolusyonan? No. You should think way on how to solve it. Okay? Next, creating long-lasting relationships helps to ensure long-lasting customers and repeat sales. If you have long-lasting customers, for sure, tataas ang benta mo. Do you repeat sales? Yes. Do you have customers? Yes. But you should create long-lasting relationship with them. Next, existing customers that are valued and appreciated refer their colleagues, friends, and others to the business. Again, pagka nagustuhan nila, ano nangyayari? Referral, word of mouth. Sino ang nabibigyan ng customers? Ikaw. Kanino nila kinikwento? Nire-refer nila. May referral. Kanino? Sa kanilang mga friends. Pwedeng sa kaklase. Pwedeng sa mga kaibigan, kapamilya, kamag-anak, di ba? Mas lumami ba customers mo? Yes. Kasi na-feel nilang valuable sila and na-appreciate nila yon sa'yo. Kaya kung makikita ninyo, bumabalik sila and mas lumalago pa. Di ba? Mas lumalaki pa yung mga customers mo. Next, benefits. Number one, consistent customer experience. Number two, customer feedback. Number three, customer profitability. Number four, customer advocates. Number five, innovation. These are the benefits in developing and implementing customer relationship strategies. Kaya ano yung mga benefits po pag-develop and pag-implement ng customer relationship strategies? Okay, kakaroon ka ng sa customer experience. Diba? Magiging positive ba to? Yes. If you implement customer relationship strategies, oh, ano po ang mangyayari? Pag na-develop mo yung inyong relationship with your customers, they will have a positive experience, positive feedback, and the customer profitability, magkakaroon ng profit yung firm mo, yung business mo. Okay? Ito po yung profitability, ito po yung mabubuo mo, ito yung maiipon mo, ito yung magkikita mo sa kanila. Pag paulit-ulit po silang bumibili sa iyo, ulit-ulit mo silang pagkakakitaan. And also, ito yung mabubuo natin over a specified period of time. Okay? Customer advocates. You should build the relationship with loyal customers. Sila din yung makakapag-contribute ng positive insights and positive recognition sa iyong mga produkto or serbisyo. And also innovation. Okay, sometimes if they have a customer feedback, for example, they want you to have a new product, you innovate. Gaya nga pa ng sinagagawing example sa inyo, yung mango graham, ngayon, meron na silang avocado, meron na silang melon, meron na silang strawberry. Okay? So, dito, makakatulong din ang customer sa'yo. Diba? Next. These are the strategies in developing customer relationship. Number one, make every customer interaction count. Number two, follow through on commitments and claims about products or services. Three, develop employees. Four, offer benefits and product value that responds to customers' desires. Five, treat customers as individuals who are respected and valued. 6. Listen to customer. 7. Build a strong brand identity. 8. Surround customers with valuable information by using emails, website content, social media, and other methods of outreach, but do not be invasive. And 9. The business must have website. 10. Reward loyal customers. 11. Nothing strengthens a bond more than appreciation. And 12, create a blog about the business where discussion is more casual and inviting. Ito po yung 12 na strategies in developing customer relationship. Okay, balikan po natin yung numbers 1 to 5. Okay. Make every customer interaction count. Okay, ito po yung oportunidad mo bilang seller na makitaan ng iyong mga customer na sila ay satisfied na sila ay happy because a happy customer is a loyal customer. That's why you should make every customer interaction count. Okay? Lagi silang sinasaalang-alang mo. Number 2, follow through on commitments and claims about products or services. Siyempre, dapat nakikinig ka rin sa iyong mga customers, any feedbacks, any comments about your products or services. Okay? Develop employees. Siyempre, sa isang establishment o sa isang management, you also have employees. Dapat po ang empleyado mo na de-develop mo through trainings. 4, offer benefits and product value that responds to customers' desires. Siyempre, gaya po na sinasabi natin dati, yung binibigay niyo pong product sa kanila, dapat ito rin yung needs nila, ito yung wants nila, ito yung demands ng market. Siyempre, yung binibigay mo dapat na products sa nila, dapat yun yung gusto nila. Diba? Number 5, treat customers as individuals who are respected and valued. Paulit-ulit. Dapat lagi nating tinitreat ang ating mga customers na may halaga. At sila ay nire-respeto. 6, listen to customer. Lagi nating bigyang pansin at pakinggan ang ating customers. Maybe some of it ay positibo. Maybe some of it ay negatibo. But then, listen to your customers. 7, build a strong brand identity. Okay? Parang mga Starbucks, Jollibee, dapat strong brand identity. Ang Starbucks, high quality na kape. Diba? Kilala sila doon. Kaya nga maraming mga customers pa rin ang bumabalik. Jollibee, masarap, but affordable. Diba? Number 8, surround customers with valuable information by using emails, website content, social media, and other methods of outreach but do not be invasive. So, dapat dito, meron din yung mga customers na nakikita na through emails, through social media. Kahit nga po mga Jollibee, kahit nga po sikat na sikat sila, kahit sa social media, isang search mo lang kay Jollibee, lalabas. Diba? Mga information about them. Kung gusto mo pa-deliver, pwede mo makita doon. Ha? Next, the business must have a website. Yung nga po na sinabi ko, ang Jollibee, ang Starbucks, kahit yung mga restaurant, fast food chains, ano pa ba, yung mga business na meron mga website. For example, magve-vacation ka, yung mga hotels. Example, sa Baguio, diba? May mga hotels. Ano pa po? Ano mga business natin? Na, for example, you want cosmetics. Meron ang Maybelline. Meron ang Never Belena na mga website. Next, reward loyal customers. Gaya na sinabi ko kanina, ang mga loyal customers, kapag ka sila ay nabibigyan ng mga rewards, they are satisfied more. Katulad nga po na sinasabi ko, bigyan mo sila ng card. Loyalty card. O, tatatakan mo kada may bibilin sila sa'yo. Pag nakalima na sila, bibigyan mo sila ng free fruit tea. Okay? Next, nothing strengthens a bond more than appreciation. Lagi namang appreciation, di ba? Mas okay na mas na-appreciate nila yung binibigay mong servisyo, yung binibigay mong product. Pag na-appreciate ba nila yung mga servisyo at produkto mo, babalik sila sa'yo? Yes. Okay? Next, create a blog about the business where discussion is more casual and inviting. Okay, mga vlog, ito po yung written. Yung vlog po na video, it is a victory. But ito yung vlog. For example, yung about sa business mo, ano ba yung mabibili nila sa'yo, magkano ba yung mga products mo. Okay, so these are the strategies in developing customer relationship. Next, customer service. This is the act of taking care of the customer's needs by providing and delivering professional, helpful, high quality service and assistance before, during and after the customer's requirements are met. Okay. Ang customer service sa SM, meron po ba? Yes. Kapag ka example, yung customer service, example, magregalo ka, yung ng sapatos, yun nga lang yung sapatos na binili mo, hindi kasya, saan mo sinusulit? Sa customer service. Okay? This is the act of taking care of the customer's needs. Okay? Oh, pag po ba ikaw ang papapalit, basta dala mo yung resibo, napapalitan ba? Yes. Needs mo ba yun? Yes. Helpful po ba yun? Yes. Sa SM po, pagka binigay mo yung resibo, buo yung, ah, buo yung produkto at na isoli mo through the span of time na binigay sa'yo, mapapalitan ba? Yes. However, in customer service, you should be assisting them before, during, and after the customer's requirements. Okay, so ang customer service, hindi lang po during, hindi lang po after, hindi lang po before. It is before, during, and after. Okay. Elements of customer service strategy. Number one, a vision for customer service. Communicating the customer service vision is an important first step in service strategy. Employees need to understand their role in meeting the needs of customers and how their work contributes to the vision. Again, ang center na nito yung ating mga employees. Kasi po ang ating employees, kailangan may understanding sila. Dapat namimit nila yung needs ng customers natin. Okay? Kapag po ang mga employees natin ay approachable, mas madali po sa customers natin na magsabi ng needs nila. And also, pag maganda ang customer service ng isang company, mas mafe-feel ang customer value. Okay? Kaya nga, communication is the key. Kapag po, example, may isusole, may papalitan, dapat ang employees are approachable and magaling po sa communication, yung hindi po pabalang makipag-usap. Okay? Number two, assessing customer needs. There are several approaches to soliciting customer feedback. It can be done by using customer comment cards, satisfaction surveys, or focus groups. Customer expectations change at a rapid pace, and many organizations fall short when they think they know what the customer wants without asking them. Okay, saan po ba tayo nakakapag-solicit ng ating mga feedbacks? Minsan, nagkakaroon po tayo, di ba, yung binibigyan po tayo ng papel, and then susulat nyo doon, minsan idadrop natin sa isang box. Minsan naman, survey. Minsan naman, binibigyan kayo ng link. And then, dito malalaman yung mga feedbacks ninyo. And also, dito rin malalaman ng company yung expectations ninyo. Minsan nagdadagdag sila ng mga katanungan. Ano ba yung expected mo sa service, sa product na i-offer nila? Okay? Next, hiring for service. Successful organizations have figured out how to hire service-oriented employees is done by screening potential candidates that have a natural tendency for business. Technical skills can be taught, but personality and attitude cannot. Again, technical skills can be taught, but personality and attitude cannot. Tandaan nyo yan, ha? Okay. In hiring for service, you should hire employees that are service-oriented and also may potential, merong kakayahan. Ito ang tatandaan ninyo. Ang technical skills, pwede po nating ituro yan. Ang skills, pwede natin yung i-enhance. Pero ang personality and attitude, hindi na. Hindi na ituturo ang personality, hindi na ituturo ang attitude. It is you, yourself, ang makakatulong sa inyo na mabago yan, na ma-improve yan. Ang skills ba, ituturo yan. Sa pagbabasa na ituturo ba? Yes. Pag-susulat na ituturo ba? Yes. Pero ang attitude mo, kung suplada ka, may ituturo pa ba yan? May improve mo yan. Pero, sarili mo. Okay? Kaya nga po dito, hiring for service, ano po ba ang lagi tinatanong? Ano ang strengths and weaknesses mo? Again, anong personality mo? Anong kakayahan mo? Ha? And also, di ba, pagka nag-hire tayo, good pleasing ang laging hinahanap. Pleasing personality. Okay? Next, organizational goals for customer service. Customer satisfaction measured against identified customer needs. Okay, lagi naman pong customer satisfaction ang binibigay natin. Paano ba natin sila masasatisfied? Bigay natin yung needs nila. Bigay natin yung wants nila. Bigay natin yung demands nila. Next, customer service training. Every business should develop customized employee training that expresses the organization's approach to service. Okay, kahit po ang mga employees ay pasok na sa atin, kahit nga po ang mga employees ay hired na sa atin, they have continuous training. Okay? Why? Yung training po nito ang makakapag-enhance sa kanilang kakayahan. Ito po ang makakapag-enhance sa kanilang kaalaman. Ito po yung makakapagdagdag sa kanilang mga kaalaman. Even other professionals, they undergo training seminars. Okay? 6. Employee accountability. Employees should be held accountable for the organization's customer satisfaction goals. Achieving these goals should be a cultural norm that is incorporated into the performance management process. Okay, ang employees ang laging accountable sa mga customer. Gaya po na sinabi ko. Seller-buyer relationship. In company, the employees and the customers, sila yung laging magka-partner. Si employees ang laging accountable sa customer satisfaction. Kung maganda ang pinapakita ng employees natin, masasatisfy ng customer. Kung pangit na ang pinapakita ng employees natin, for sure, hindi masasatisfy ang customers. Okay? Number 7, rewarding good service. Strong service behaviors are reinforced through a defined reward and recognition system. Kahit naman po professionals, kahit sa mga Jollibee, kung makikita po ninyo yung ibang branch, meron po silang isang board doon na makikita yung parang best employee of the month. Andun yung picture nila. Sa tingin niyo po ba maganda po iyon sa kanila? Yes. Na-feel ng mga employees na nasusuklian yung kanilang efforts na binibigay sa kanilang work. Okay? Nare-reinforce sila. Mas nagaganahan sila because nare-recognize yung sikap at tiyaga nila. Okay? So, yun yung elements of customer service strategy. Next, the Suki system in the Philippines. The Suki system is a system of patronage in which a customer regularly buys merchandise from a certain client. Suki is basically a partner system of doing business in the Philippines, wherein a customer buys certain products from a particular vendor who in turn offers discounts and other perks for such exclusivity. Okay? Suki system. Suki. Pinapatronage na niya yung product mo. Suki, ito po yung bumibili mayat-maya sa isang vendor. Suki, ito po yung mga nabibigyan ng discounts minsan ng kanilang mga ng mga nagbebenta, ng mga vendors. Bakit? Laging sila. Ito na yung sinasabi natin, may customer or meron na pong customer and seller relationship or the relationship marketing. May suki na. Ibig sabihin si vendor and the buyer, may relationship na, nabibigyan na sila ng discounts. Lagi na silang bumibili sa'yo. Okay? Next, trust and friendship are key elements in Suki. A strong sense of trust that each party is dealing fairly with the other means that bargaining, usually a common practice in the Filipino street, is minimal, if not entirely eliminated. Kung makikita niyo po, di ba, pagka magkasuko, uy, Suki, bilan mo na ako, uy, Suki. Oh, may bago kaming dating, uy, Suki, eto, sale kami ngayon. Meron na silang relationship, may friendship na, mayroon ng tiwala sa isa't isa, nabuo na yung trust. Ibig pong sabihin, pagka meron ng bagong dating, nasasabihan sila. Pagka sale, nasasabihan sila. Kapag minsan may problema doon sa produkto na yun, nasasabihan sila. Okay, meron ng relationship between the buyer and the seller. Okay, customer service strategy in the Philippines. Number one example, the Cebu Pacific. By continuing their strategy of unbundled fares and cutting out frills like in-flight food service and local carrier, is able to offer tickets at a lower price and appear to the price-sensitive Philippine market. Sa Cebu Pacific, kung makita niyo sa Facebook, sa mga ads, ano ang lagi nilang nalalagay? They offer lower price or lower cost carrier. Nag-offer sila ng lower price tickets. Diba? Sa tong example ng customer service strategy. Sa Cebu Pacific, pagka sinabing low cost o lower price, na-attract nila ang customers. Bakit? Ano ang hanap ng customers? Yung mura, yung affordable, yung abot kaya. Next, Starbucks. Its strategy has helped the company become recognized the world over. 3 takeaways on how Starbucks customer service strategy can be applied to any brand. Letter A, meet customers where they want to be met. Think mobile, 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 and C, focus on personalization. Ang Starbucks po ba sa SM Baliwag lang? No. Ang Starbucks po may iba't ibang branch. Tama? Namimit po ba nila yung customers nila? Yes. Kahit saan? Yes. Tutak Manila, may Starbucks? Yes. Sa Baliwag, may Starbucks? Yes. Next, pag po ba ikaw ay nag-search ng Starbucks online? Meron? Yes. Meron po ba silang app online? Yes. Okay? Focus sa personalization. Ang nilalagay po ba nila sa inyong kape, sa inyong mga cup, ay yung pangalan nyo? Yes. Mas nafe-feel nyo ba na valued kayo? Na valuable kayo? Yes. Alam nila yung pangalan mo. Pumunta ka nga sa Starbucks, suki ka na eh. Pag nakita ka nila, okay, Ma'am Christine. Okay, Juan, nandiyan ka na pala. Alam na nila yung pangalan mo. Mas feel mo, yes, kilala ka nila eh. Diba? Kaya kung makikita niyo Starbucks, naglalagay din sila ng pangalan sa cup. Diba? Minsan nga, ina-IG niyo pa na nandun yung pangalan niyo sa cup ng Starbucks. Tama? Okay. Number 3, Globe Telecom. Globe was awarded Best Customer Experience for its innovative customer service program that harnesses the power of social media. Ang Globe Telecom, na-awardan po sila ng Best Customer Experience. Because, mabilis po silang maksyon. The Innovate Customer Service Program. Kilala sila. Globe Telecom. However, maybe may kakaiba po tayo ng mga internet connection. May Globe, may PLDT, may Sun, may Smart, may Converge. Pero po dito sa Globe Telecom, na-awardan po sila ng Best Customer Experience. Maybe, they have a good customer service. Na-actionan po nila agad. Next, Showmart or SM. SM na itong tawagin. Philippines leader in the retail industry, it has been committed in providing quality products at reasonable prices and to meet the ever-changing needs of its customers. Sa SM po ba may makikita po kayo mga high-quality products? Yes. Pag po SM, matik, ang mga product na binibili mo ay high quality. Yung may tatak, yung matitibay. Okay? Yung po bang mga prices po ng iba po dun ay reasonable prices? Yes. And also, reasonable prices po yun kahit mahal. Dahil kapag kamahal, matibay po yung produkto na binibigay sa'yo. High quality po. Pagka mura, reasonable price din po yun. Based po dun sa material na ginamit dun sa product. Okay? Bank of the Philippine Island, or what we call the BPI, Banco, has continued a tradition of excellence in customer service through its products and services that makes the lives of both internal and external customers easy. So, kalala po ang BPI sa continued tradition of excellence in customer service. Kung makikita po ninyo dito, pili lang po yung mga company na nakalagay dito. Sila lang po yung nilagay dito na iilan po sa mga nakakapag-meet ng customer service or nakakapagbigay ng customer service strategy sa Philippines. Okay? Characteristics of good customer service: promptness. Premises for delivery of products must be on time. Delays and cancellations of products should be avoided. Sa Shopee po, kapag nagkakaroon ng delay, nagkakaroon po ng cancellation, nagkakaroon po ng warning kay seller na meron siyang na-cancel, na-delay, na deliver. Kasi po, sa characteristics of good customer service, pag po gusto natin magkaroon ng good service or good customer service strategy, lagi pong maaga, lagi pong on time. Hindi niyo pa ba napapansin? Ang Jollibee, pag po sinabing lumagpas po ng 30 minutes or 1 hour, magkakaroon ng free. 'Di ba? Or yung iba pong mga fast food ay pag daw na late, magiging libre na. 'Di ba? Kasi po, pinapahalagaan po nila yung promptness, yung time. Malay mo, yung umorder sa'yo, lunchtime lang nila ay 1 hour. Pero dumating yung produkto mo 2 hours. Di ba? Sirang-sira na yung business mo sa kanila. Politeness. Ito po yung ating kailangan. It's almost a lost art. Saying hello, good afternoon, sir, thank you very much, are part of good customer service. For any business, using good manners is appropriate whether the customer makes a purchase or not. Oh, pag po nag-good afternoon sa inyo ang isang empleyado, maganda din, di ba? Pag po sinasir me na ma'am kayo, maganda rin yun, di ba? Politeness, nagpapakita ng pagiging polite. Pag nagte-thank you sa inyo, maganda rin yun. Okay? Mas na-feel mo, you are valued. Okay? Next, professionalism. All customers should be treated professionally, which means the use of competence or skill expected of the professional. Professionalism shows the customer they are cared for. Dapat po dito, yung ating mga customers ay tinitreat nyo as professional. Paano nyo po yung tinitreat as professional? Being polite to them. Okay? Giving them their rights. Okay? So, you are showing professionalism. And next, the personalization. Using the customer's name is very effective in producing loyalty. Customers like the idea that whom they do business with knows them on a personal level. Gaya nga po ng sinabi ko, yung sa Starbucks, personalization, ginagamit po ba yun ninyo? Yes. Effective po ba yun? Yes. Kilala ka nila, di ba? Nagkakaroon ka na ng loyalty sa kanila dahil nga po, yung ibang mga customers, gusto yung ganon, na alam sila, kilala sila. Ayan o, customers like the idea that whom they do business with knows them on a personal level. Kay personalization, alam niyo yung pangalan mo, na-distinguish ka, na-identify ka. It is also one of the characteristics of good customer service. And that is the end of lesson 3. Okay? Okay. Ito po yung lesson 3. So, it is 47 slides. Yan. Relationship marketing pa rin yun. Ngayon, in the comment section, here in YouTube, you will put your learning or your insights about lesson 3, and then you're going to send the screenshot and a picture that you are watching this video lesson in our group chat. Again, you will send your picture while watching this video lesson. Means you are included, ha? Your laptop, your screen, or your cell phone showing that you are watching the video lesson, and then you will also add to it the screenshot of your answer or your learning about this lesson, and you will be going to send it in our group chat. Okay? Keep safe, everyone, and have a good day. Thank you so much.